Hi guys, I'm Solaris. Welcome to my channel, Solaris Fairy Astrology and Tarot, where I channel for you all sorts of psychic messages to help you in your love life using astrology, tarot cards, and oracle cards. Today's video features my Shakespeare teapots. Today's topic is, what are their intentions? In addition to this reading, I'm also offering an extended where I'm looking deeper into what are they thinking and feeling about you right now, and I also will choose a question from Spirit that you need to know right now about your person. Each pile is different, and the extended will be tailored to this first part of the reading. So if you're curious about that, then definitely check out the extended. Today you have 3 piles to choose from. The first pile is the Romeo and Juliet teapot with the Lover's Path Tarot cards. Pile 2 features the Hamlet teapot and the Good Tarot. Pile 3 is the Midsummer Night's Dream teapot and the Tarot de Paris tarot cards. When you have chosen the pile you would like to watch, go to the description box and scroll down to where you see the timestamps. Click on the timestamp that matches your pile and that will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Bye!
Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading today where we are focusing on what are their intentions. So we want to know what they intend to do for you, with you, or about you. So you guys have picked a couple of very magical items today. First of all, you guys have picked this little red jasper, which you may not have noticed too much in the video, in the intro. But I love the red jasper crystal. This is a really beautiful crystal for you because it symbolizes and represents strength and courage and bravery, grounding, and I love the passion of the red that you guys have picked today. So I think that's very cool. So I'm going to put this in frame for you. You guys have also picked, so this is my Shakespeare teapot collection, which I love. And you guys have picked the Romeo and Juliet teapot, which I've always thought that Romeo and Juliet is one of the most romantic Shakespeare plays, even though it's debatable since they both die. But either way, I love that you guys have picked this teapot. I will put it in frame for you. So I hope you guys are gonna have a little fun tea party with me today. All right, and you guys have picked the Lover's Path Tarot, which is a very romantic tarot card deck. I love this deck because it combines some mythological romantic couples throughout time, different romantic stories and legends that combine with the tarot meanings, which is very romantic as well. So you guys seem to have picked the pile of love today. I love the bright red. It's almost like true love. So I feel like you and your person have a lot of passion. I feel like all of this red is like a lot of passion. So I'm going to start off with a relationship spread to start, just to kind of get a feel for where the energy is. This is also a good way for you to verify if this is your pile or not. All right, so this will represent how you're thinking and feeling about them right now and how they are thinking and feeling about you right now. And I will also take reversals because I feel like this is going to help give specific information that will help you out. Also, zodiac signs might come through as well, which could be additional confirmation for you guys. This is your side, how you're thinking and feeling about them, how they are thinking and feeling about you, and this is both in the current moment. These 3 cards represent the past, what you guys have been through already together to bring you to where you're at now. These 3 cards will be what their intentions are with you in the next 3 months. So what do they intend to do regarding you short term? And then this is more like what are their intentions longer term down the road or far off into the future. So let's see. So right now, the way you're thinking and feeling about them, you are feeling so happy. I feel like you've gotten very recently validated by your person. I feel like you have seen a lot of romantic love towards you. And actually, even though you are prioritizing their wants and their needs with the masculine card on your side, I do get that it's the most romantic masculine card, which I love. So first I get the 9 of Cups, which is beautiful. So there's like a happiness, there's a wish fulfillment. You feel like your person fulfilled your wish or your fantasies recently. I feel like that your person is making you so happy. So maybe they did something that just made you very ecstatic. Maybe it's something that you've wanted for a while that they've finally done for you or given to you. And it seems like you are on cloud 9 of Cups. Then I get the 2 of Wands, which represents, and it's in reverse, it represents how you're feeling like you're not going to try to get ahead of yourself, though. You're not trying to like plan a future right now, or maybe you're thinking you don't want to like scare them off by talking about the future. You also might be kind of subduing. I always look at Two of Wands as a sexual card. So you might be trying to subdue your sexual energy or like your passion. Maybe you're trying to regulate your emotions and regulate yourself. So I get that there is this. I also get the Prince of Cups here. So this is the Knight of Cups, which is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. So you or they may be that. I'm also getting that there is just a very strong passion from them. Like this is the most romantic Prince Charming energy. I love this. It's like your person is giving you so much love right now, and I feel like you feel very excited about it. So this is very beautiful. So I love this Knight of Cups card. It is upright, which is beautiful. So you're feeling a lot of love and you're celebrating that. For your person's side towards you, your person is interesting. Okay, so first of all, your person wants to continue with you. I get the Fool, and that's maybe what you intuitively pick up on or sense, because I'm getting the Innocent card and it's upright. This is a card about your person right now. They are wanting to continue and move forward. I get the Fool is like they're wanting to be impulsive, reckless, eager. They're wanting to be act on their instincts. They're wanting to take a risk on you or a leap of faith. Maybe they're wanting to gamble more on this connection than they've been ready to in the past. So I love this. I also get the card that does say innocence. So I would say that in this case, maybe your person is feeling like they have just like a lot of like innocent kindness for you in their heart. Like they have a lot of purity. I feel like their feelings for you are very pure. The Five of Cups is in reverse. So I feel like if your person has had a heartbreak or a sadness, that this connection has been healing for them. That maybe you've been healing this connection and or maybe even they've started healing their heart before you or before this point, because I feel like that either this connection is healing for them or they've been doing a lot of healing work on themselves and healing their heart. And that is what has been able to let you guys have this connection or let them step forward on this. So like if they've been holding themselves back, I would say like in the past, and then just recently you guys had this interaction where they were like super romantic. Or very forthcoming with their romantic feelings for you, I would say that that connection or that conversation or that interaction was healing for them to be able to now progress with you or to take action on this. So I feel like your person's really excited to like keep going with you and take action on it. And with the Five of Cups in reverse, either your connection has been healing or they've done a lot of healing work, which is allowing them to now be more freed up and to be able to progress. So that's actually very beautiful. I get the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like your person doesn't want to stop. I feel like they don't want to end things. I feel like they don't want to close this out or, back away. So that is also wonderful. So your person, I feel like, wants to keep going. In the past, I get there has been an important conversation or an important trip that you guys have taken or had, because I get the Eight of Wands in this deck. It's called Staves. This is about things happening quickly, things happening fast, things speeding up, and conversation, like words back and forth quickly. Maybe you guys like expressed yourselves to each other in like a flurry of emotions, or maybe like you or your person felt feelings and then just like shared them with each other, almost like without guarding them. Because I feel like what happened is you guys had a conversation in the past that was important and you guys opened up, or your person opened up. So this is strong. This is Sagittarius energy as well. The Four of Coins in reverse is usually like, if it's upright, it's kind of like a closed off, more guarded energy. But with it in reverse, I feel like in the past you guys had a conversation and you guys were more open with each other than you used to be, or than you usually are. And I also get that if you guys had mentioned to them, or they mentioned to you, like, you know what, I just noticed you guys haven't been very consistent, or you haven't been very consistent with me, I feel like that there is a change of behavior on both sides, or on one or both sides, or your side or their side. Because I'm getting like the Eight of Coins is a card about being inconsistent, but then I get the conversation and opening up about it. So if you have talked to them being like, I feel like you're not as consistent with me as I need you to be, your person is like, all right, let me show you something. If your person told you like, you're not really being very consistent, I don't really know where you are, where are you? Then I feel like that you're excited and validated because they care about you and they wonder where you are and what you're doing, what you're up to. So there is that. In the future, so I feel like whatever you guys talked about and opened up about, it really helps this connection where it helps your person want to take action on it and jump forward right away. And it was a healing conversation, and where they don't want to stop it or end this. And you also are very excited to continue. Now, in the future, I get there is kind of maybe a little hot and cold energy. So if there has been inconsistency, there may still need to be some progress made or like work done on that. Because I get the Page of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands, and I get that showing up upright, which is very good. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy again. So with this, I would say that there is a strong forward momentum where your person wants to like race in and like show you all their sexual passion and desire. But then I'm also getting the Desire card in reverse. So I'm also feeling like your person is, you know, on one hand wanting to like race in there sexually, and then another hand trying to pull back sexually. It also might be that they're ready to go sexually and that you're wanting to hold back. But I feel like they're intending on being able to connect with you in a way. Now, the Desire card is the number 7. So this is a Chariot energy. So I also feel like your person wants to be sexual with you, but then not move forward, but then move forward. So there may be some hot and cold energy. They might intend to give you some, but not everything. Or maybe they're wanting to like swim in the energy of the passion, but they're not quite sure how to do it. It also might be that your person's not quite sure if they want to lead with sexuality or if they want to maybe subdue their sexuality. So I feel like your person also might be still on the fence about what their intentions are, and they're trying to debate in their head, or they're trying to think about or figure out if they want to be sexual or if that would be too much, or, you know, would that scare you off? Or, I mean, they want to be sexual, but maybe you wouldn't want to be if you're putting up a boundary. So I feel like they're trying to sense what you want, and they're also trying to figure out what they're okay with or what they're wanting to do. So I feel like your person also might have intentions like, I'm gonna lead in there sexually, but if my person isn't about that, I will I will pull back and I will not override the sexual energy. I feel like there is maybe like an if then, like I'll do this, but if that's not cool, then I will pull back just so that pile 1 feels all right. You know, like that kind of energy. I'm also getting Cancer, zodiac sign energy, but fire sign, water sign energy is the strongest I do see for this pile. And I get the 9 of Wands. Your person intends to not be defensive. Your person intends on not ending this connection. Again, usually I see the 9 of Wands upright as like the battle is over and licking their wounds and kind of going off their own way. And, you know, I feel like with it in reverse that your person is like, you know what, I'm feeling with this 9 of Wands in reverse that I'm intending to not have this be done or over. So I feel like your person wants to progress with you and is intending to progress this. I feel like your person wants to lead with passion, but if you're not down with it, that they will regulate their emotions so that you feel comfortable and good and, you know, with where you're at with things. And I feel like that, yeah, your person will be sexual with you unless you're not cool with it. In the future, ooh, long-term intentions, I get King and Queen. I get the Emperor, which is always a very major relationship card. Also, I get King Arthur and Guinevere, so I'm getting the King and Queen on the throne. I love this. Normally, the Emperor is about kind of being by themselves, but also wanting something strong and taking action on a commitment, but maybe not being the most forthcoming or emotionally vulnerable. But in this version of the Emperor, I feel like this is a power couple. I've always seen this as a team, and I've seen this as like a royal team where you rule together or you make choices together as a team. So one, I feel like they intend for both of you to be on the same page. They intend to make choices together with you as a team, and they intend for you guys to be a power couple, and really there's a togetherness energy in them taking action on it, and I love that it's upright. So that is fantastic for you. I think this is incredible. I'm going to go to more about what do they intend. All right, so I have some tea leaf reading cards, and I'm going to see what is your person intending to do with you. So I'll pull 8. And it's interesting using this deck because this is not all about romantic love. This has a lot of focuses. I'll put this here. Ah, very interesting. But we will see how this applies to your romantic love life with your person and their intentions. All right. Oh, I also will have an extended today. I will go tell you what we're going to focus on in the extended at the end of the reading. So first of all, I get the scales of justice. Libra energy comes up strong. It may be that something happened between you guys during Libra season that is leading this connection forward. But I like fairness, balance, justice. You or they may be a Libra, or again, maybe something important happened during Libra season. And it says, keep your life in balance. So I feel like they're not going to try to overdo it with you. They're not going to try to burn themselves out. I feel like they're not going to try to do the most. But I do feel like they are going to be very giving. I also feel like if you've been wanting your person to be reciprocal and to show and give more, then I feel like that's what they intend to do. So I feel like your person intends to give you more than they have. I feel like your person intends to match your energy. Dog, it says protection from a powerful friend. I feel like your person is very loyal, very protective over you. I feel like your person intends to still be a very good friend to you, like a friendship on fire, and to be a protective friend. I feel like your person is intending on being like a bulldog, being there for you, and also chasing away any threats. I feel like your person is this true blue. I feel like that's very beautiful. And I get arrow. Here's Sagittarius. Also, your person could be born the year of the dog. So with this, I get arrow. It says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, and it's pointing towards you. So I feel like your person's intending on being able to keep moving forward. I feel like Cupid's arrow, they've aimed at you and they have moved forward. So I feel like your person feels like you are the right path and you're the right track for them. So I feel like they're going to continue to keep moving forward with you with this. So that is very beautiful. So I feel like your person intends to aim at you and fire. So that's beautiful. I feel like your person really wants to move forward with you. And again, I'm getting Libra energy, Sagittarius energy, the year of the dog. I am getting Skull, November Scorpio energy, and I know if you're watching this video when I'm releasing it around the middle of November, definitely Scorpio season. Maybe you or they are a Scorpio, or maybe something even this month very quickly is something that they intend. So that's beautiful. And it says hidden secrets can harm you. So your person wants to protect you from hidden secrets. So I feel like your person wants to be safe. I feel like they intend to protect you. I feel like they intend to protect you against anything that might be messy in their lives. And I feel like that they also are trying to not get in trouble themselves. They're trying to be good with you and honorable with you with the scales. And they're trying to not do anything to harm you. I also feel like if hidden secrets can harm you, they intend on being open and forthcoming and not lying. I feel like your person is intending on being very honest. I feel like your person doesn't want to keep secrets from you. I almost hear anymore. They don't want to keep secrets from you anymore. And I feel like, your person is really wanting to progress forward with you with a transparency, which is nice. Then I get rabbit. Ooh, passion. It says too much concern with sexual matters. Yeah, your person might have too much sexual desire and they're not sure what to do with it. Where do they put it? So there is this. But yes, I feel like your person might intend to be sexual with you or to try to take things forward with you sexually. I feel like your person has a lot of passion and sexual desire for you, and your person might intend to be like rabbits with you. So there is that, if you're open to it. And then I get yoke. It says feeling tied down or frustrated. Your person might be feeling sexually frustrated if they've been holding themselves back. They might intend on handling their own sexual frustration if, let's say, you're not ready for sexual, or if this connection has not progressed to that point naturally. I'm also getting with feeling tied down and frustrated. Your person also might be intending on maybe having more of a commitment, maybe being more tied down with you, maybe being like, if we're going to be sexual, we're going to have a commitment, that kind of thing. Your person also might be struggling with or trying to figure out frustrations in regards to lack of freedom. This could be due to their own schedule, which affects you guys and them trying to rearrange their schedule. Your person might be trying to figure out solutions to their schedule, and they might be trying to be able to progress with you in a way where it's they're not wanting you guys to be frustrated in this dynamic, or them. So they're wanting to move forward with you in a way where they are able to be committed Because yoke, it's like you guys are two oxen together. Scales, you guys are two together, which is very cool. So yeah, so you also might have told them, you know what, no sex without commitment. And that might be like frustrating them right now, because if they can't give a commitment, they might be like at this time, even if they intend to later with that power couple card, your person might also be sexually frustrated because they're like, I respect your boundaries, but I get V, victory. Okay, that's beautiful. This is also like the ram, so Aries energy. And it says, yes, victory in some endeavor. So victory with commitment or victory with sexuality. So sexual endeavors could be a victory. They intend on being victorious sexually, maybe. Maybe they're like, all right, what hoops do I have to jump through? What do I need to do? And then I get nest, and it says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So I feel like their intentions are to be sexual with you, and to be yoked with you, to be committed with you, and to have an emotionally secure relationship, a loving family dynamic. So I feel like that is very important to your person, and they're intending to have this with you. So that is beautiful, actually. I feel like they want to win you, and they want the whole package with you. All right, now I want to know a little more about what they are feeling towards you at this time before we go to your final message. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this be your final message because I will layer this with a lot. So we're going to make your final message be interactive, and then we're going to focus on what we'll talk about in the extended. So first, I'm going to do multiple piles. So I'll do 4, maybe 3. I'll do 3. Okay, so we'll do 3. So we're going to do 3 piles. And maybe 3 Let's Fall in Love cards. We'll do 3 and 3. Then I'm going to do hermits. And I also want to get some of their feelings. So we're going to do some of their communications with masculine, messages from divine masculine, and I'm going to layer this with 2 cards, and I'm going to do some hermits. And what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to, if you guys have watched my video a lot, you guys know the deal, but you guys are going to pick a pile that resonates with you, and I'm going to symbolize it with some crystals, so you guys are going to know. All right, and then 2 hermits. And this is just kind of what they're thinking and feeling about you today, and more in depth, more in detail, more from their own words. And I'm going to also pick an emotion card. This is their primary dominant emotion when they think about you. Okay. This is a primary dominant feeling. All right, so first pile, we have this beautiful orange crystal. It's an orange aura, so I'm going to have this symbolizing pile 1. Pile 2, we're going to symbolize it with this beautiful amethyst. And pile 3, I will symbolize it with this beautiful carnelian, very sexy and passionate. All right, so feel free to pick pile 1, 2, and or 3. And I would recommend 1 pile so you guys don't get confused if there are conflicting messages in these piles for you. But if you do feel drawn to more than 1, then definitely follow your intuition. All right, so pause the video if you need more time, and then unpause whenever you're ready. Okay, guys. So first of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Your likes, comments, shares, they really help me out in the channel. When you watch my ads for 30 seconds, that helps me out as well. You can watch them on silent so you're not bothered. And if you guys have not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe. And welcome to the channel. If you guys haven't checked out my Halloween 8 video series, which we just had, I definitely encourage you guys to check it out because those are really fun. And it's all still very fall themed, which is very cool. I also just had a video on scorpions, which is very cool. So I hope you guys check that video as well. We're in November Scorpio season. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Also, thank you guys so much for donating to the channel. It really helps me out, and it helps me be able to buy things for the channel like cards and crystals and everything nice. If you guys want to know how to donate, you guys can click on my super thanks button, or you can go to my Venmo or my PayPal, and the links are in the description box. And finally, I am also offering private readings at this time. So if you would like a private reading, you can go to my website, fairyastrology.com. The link is also in the description box. And I give readings in 15-minute intervals based on your connections. So feel free to reach out if you need me. All right, guys. So if you guys have picked pile 1, your person with this beautiful orange aura, your person is thinking, okay, first, what they're feeling. Emotionally predominant is worried. It feels like I am carrying the weight of the world. So your person might be a little worried, they might be stressed, or they also might just be like overwhelmed with responsibility if they're carrying the weight of the world. Your person also might have worries and they hope this works out, but they're scared. I am absolutely in love with you. So they might have a fear of loss. So that is absolutely beautiful. So they're worried because they're absolutely in love with you. And I get wait. Oh, okay. So they're like, I'm absolutely in love with pile 1, but I know I need to wait for whatever external reason, or if you're not quite there where they are at yet. So they might be worried, like, what if they never love me? What if I lose them? You know, many like self-doubts. Then I get 7 and 6 and 6 and 7. So 1967, 1976, or July 6th or June 7th. So they have a lot of passion for you. Oh, okay. For some of you, you guys might be separated or you're not together officially. It says, or you guys might have broken up and you're trying to get back together. It says, our separation is giving us the opportunity to heal and purge negativity. So if you guys are not officially together, or if you guys are separated, it could also be a long distance geographic separation. And it seems like your person is like healing, and that's that 5 of Cups in reverse, right? So it seems like your person's healing, and that might be why they also want to be sexual with you, but they don't want to overwhelm you if you guys are not at that place yet. Taking the time to learn my karmic lessons. Your person is definitely learning a lot, and they are trying to balance their karma. They're trying to do the right thing, and they are trying to, act with integrity. Let's indulge in one another. Okay, but your person has a problem with sticking with their own rules. So your person is like, I want to do the right thing. I want to have integrity. I want to be a good person. And at the same time, I want to just like overdose on you, and I want to indulge in you. So your person has that vibe. And then I can't seem to find room in my life for you. That's where your person feels like they're carrying the weight of the world, because your person's like, I have so much that I want to do with pile 1, but how can I fit them in? So your person feels like their life is so cluttered with other responsibilities. They're like, how? And they're in love with you, and they feel like maybe they have to wait. And I get hidden agenda. They might be curious, do you have a hidden agenda? They also might be feeling like pile 1 is such a mystery. What do they want? And I feel like your person may feel like that some of their cards are still close to their chest and they have not revealed everything. All right, if you guys have picked this beautiful amethyst, your person's predominant emotions for you are greedy. Your person is wanting to eat all you up. I feel like your person wants to have it all. And it says, I want it all and I deserve it all. Your person also might be a workaholic or very financially focused, but like in a way where they have high ambition. So your person also has that. But I feel like it extends to you, where I feel like either their high ambition, wanting a lot of money or wealth, is to serve you both as a team. But I also feel like they also are greedy with you. Your person might be a little jealous or possessive of your time. They might also be very much like wanting to be around you all the time. Hiding you from a third party. If there is a third party, the greediness might be that they want to have you and also their person. So there may be, and that's only for third party messages here for you guys. This is only a third party message for those of you in third parties that you're aware of. If your person is not in a romantic relationship with somebody else or in a marriage with somebody else, it seems like they might be hiding you from, let's say, friends or family or a job. Then I get waiting for the right time to connect with you. So your person is definitely waiting. Both piles have the word wait. So your person is also trying to figure out the right time to reach out. So there is that. And if your person is in a relationship with this piece, then I would say that your person is like, how do I talk to pile 1 if I have somebody hanging around? I'm not sure if I can trust your intentions. Interesting how both piles got hidden agenda. You guys might have picked both piles, and that's fine. I'm not sure if I can trust your intentions. Your person might have some trust issues that they are working out and they're trying to work through. So there is this piece. They might feel like you are an apple that's a temptation, like an Adam and Eve apple temptation, but also like the witch from Snow White where she poisons with an apple. So I feel like on one hand, they look at you as a sexual temptation, but they're also like, but is it going to poison me if I go forward with this? Then I get time is slipping and I'm worried that it might be too late. Your person might be worried that if they take too much time to connect with you, that they might lose you. It might be too late to have you. They don't want you to slip away from them. So there is this piece. They also might feel like, is it too late already? Is it too late for me to be with pile one? It says your hobbies and interests arouse my curiosity to pursue them as well. So your person is very interested in your hobbies and interests. You might have a lot in common, or they might be interested in exploring what you're all about and what you like to do to connect with you deeper, or because you make it look so cool. Then I just want space, but I am open to compromise. And I get 6-2 and 2-6. Oh, maybe your person's 6-2. Okay, I am also getting June 2nd. I'm getting February 6th. So there is this piece. I'm also getting 26 years old. Could be, maybe 62 years old for some of you. So there is this. And I would say that, yeah, so, and also I get 26, meaning we're in 2025 right now. If you're watching this video later and it's already 2026, that's extra confirmation for you guys. Also, it might be that in just 6 months, or like in just, 3 or 4 months or whatever, like just in 2 months, like just, maybe there's like some long-term plans they have about next year in 2026 that they can plan something with you. So there is this. So I feel like on one hand, they need space, or they want space because of some things, but they don't need to take excessive space. So they are wanting to have boundaries around their personal time, but they don't have to have them be so rigid. Okay. So they're willing to be flexible or coordinate with your schedule too. And for those of you who have picked this orange carnelian, your person's predominant emotion is beauty. How they think you're so gorgeous and beautiful. That is amazing. And you are beautiful inside and out. And it says your natural beauty takes my breath away. And I miss you, do you? So your person misses you. I feel like they're very romantically connected to you. And I've never imagined so much perfection. They feel like your looks are absolutely perfect. You're probably their ideal or their ideal visual type. So that is great. I'm also getting September 8th. September 8th, and I'm getting August 9th. So I'm getting this. I'm also getting 1998. So there is this, or 1989. All right. So they miss you, and your beauty makes them miss you. Forgive me for being selfish and only looking after my own needs. So your person does feel like a little guilty for being so selfish and for indulging in their needs. I want to return to you, but I fear rejection. So they want to be with you, but they're afraid that they would not be accepted or that you would not totally want them. Maybe they feel like that you are out of their league because you're gorgeous. I will love you till the end of time. Your person seems so devoted and passionate. I feel like with these piles here, I feel like your person is deeply in love with you. So I think this is very passionate and very beautiful. We could build an empire together. Yes, this is that Emperor card as a team. And you even see the two of you showing up together united. And I believe you guys, okay, I was going to say I thought you're holding hands. You're not, but you're like very close together. And you both have pumpkin heads. So you both are very like the same person, and this one is the same person. And so with these, which the other piles I didn't quite get for this, but look at how you guys are identical. This is very twin flame. See how you guys look the same here and the same there? So there is this, also Gemini energy, or the sign of the twin could be there is this. And then emotionally invested in you. So your person is very emotionally invested in you, and yeah, you have a lot of their emotions. These piles are deeply in love. So for sure, this one's more third party pile, but these are, and which is not to say they're not deeply in love, but I would say this is maybe a little more extra layer of complications, whereas these are a little bit more like, this one is in love with you so much, but doesn't know how to rearrange their schedule for you. And this one I feel like is the most kind of like enamored or infatuated. So there are those pieces. All right, now I'm going to clear this away, and we're going to look at what we're going to focus for you in the extended. Okay, so for your extended today, I have chocolate candy kisses, sugar rush of love. We're going to focus on what they're thinking and feeling about you right now. I have their late night thoughts. What did they think about you late last night? What is in their mysterious heart for you? What is some advice for you guys with the cat oracle? And because it is Scorpio season, for every video during Scorpio season, I am going to bring out in the bonus, in the extended, sexual fantasies about you, which is an 18 plus deck. So this is going to be left to the very end. So if you don't want to hear about the sexual fantasies they have, then you can feel free to click off before we get to that, and I'll tell you when that is. But for those of you who want a little extra Scorpio space, that is for you. And we have a final message in regards to what Spirit wants for me to channel for you guys in the extended in regards to you and your person. They want to say, what would they say to you from their soul or from their higher self? So we're going to look at that with your tarot deck. All right, so if you guys are joining me in the extended, you guys are pile 1, the Romeo Juliet pile. So feel free to click on pile 1, the link in the description box. I will see you guys there in the extended. And if you guys are not joining me, no worries. I will see you guys next time in the next video, in my archives, in the comments, in a private reading, or if you just need me, I'm just here for you. So feel free to reach out. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what are their intentions. So this is my Shakespeare Teapot autumn-themed pile. I am so glad you guys are here. You guys have picked Hamlet, which is very cute. I'm so glad you guys are the green pile. You guys have also picked, or I've picked for you guys, a teacup about royalty, because you know the story about Hamlet is it was all about the throne. Everybody wanted it. All right, now you guys have also picked the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and you've also picked this Malachite. So I'm going to channel for you based on what are your person's intentions. Okay, so let's get right to it. I'm going to start off with a relationship spread and see what is going on between you and your person right now. This is a great way for you to be able to verify if this is your pile. All right, so I will do reversals for this part of it. These 3 cards represent how you're thinking and feeling about your person currently. These 3 cards will represent how they are thinking and feeling about you currently as a way for you to gauge if this is your pile. These 3 cards are what has happened in the past in order to bring the 2 of you to where you are currently. These 3 cards are the near future within 3 months to see what are their intentions short term, what do they intend to do in regards to the 2 of you or in regards to you in the next 3 months. And what are their intentions long term or down the road. Now this side is you. How are you thinking and feeling about them? Let's see. It seems like you might be one of 2 minds. Okay, number 1, you're prioritizing yourself and your self-care and your needs, which is great. I get Queen of Cups. I get Messenger of Air, which actually this is the Knight of Cups. I mean, this is the Knight of Swords. So I see that you have a lot of energy on your side where you're prioritizing yourself and your needs, which is very self-loving of you. So the first card I get is Queen of Water or Queen of Cups. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and it is upright. So I love how I would say that you have romantic feelings for your person. But what's interesting is I get your High Priestess in reverse. So I would say, but maybe your intuition is telling you no. So maybe you love your person, but your intuition is saying don't go there. You also might, and because Queen of Cups, High Priestess, these are both water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is like double confirmation here for you. It also might be that you're listening to your heart, but not your intuition. It might be that you're choosing to kind of follow your heart against all odds, or you're trying to follow your heart even in spite of maybe divine guidance. So that's very, very interesting. But yes, so High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and then I get Messenger of Swords, which is Knight of Swords, Messenger of Air. And I get for you with this card, it's that this might be a decision that you've made based on communication between the 2 of you. The Knight of Swords, maybe you feel like your person races in. Maybe it's based between a very important conversation or their abilities to communicate or their ability to, you know, can they show up? I feel like you've made this decision based on observing their actions and their communication skills, and if they're able to be present and consistent. The Knight of Swords is usually a card about like somebody racing in and out. So if you feel like they haven't been able to stick around, that might be where you are getting some intuitive hits But yeah, I feel like you might be listening to your heart, and listening to your heart over intuition, or you might be, I feel like there's important conversations between the two of you. Also, you might look at your person as, or your person might be a little more immature than you, or not as mature, because the Queen is a higher rank than the Knight of Swords, and even the High Priestess in reverse is a higher rank than the Knight of Swords. So you might be seeing evidence that your person is maybe a little bit on the immature side, or maybe they are slightly younger than you. So it's interesting. Or you might be feeling like, my heart says yes, but my intuition says no. And messenger of air, it represents Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So those energies are also showing up strong. Your person wants to move forward with you right away because they haven't heard from you and they want to get unstuck if they have been stuck. So, interesting. Okay, your person might be blocked, or your person might have blocked communication with you. Your person also, you guys might be no contact or low contact. Also, maybe they've been trying to move forward with you, but you have not been talking to them, because I'm getting the divine feminine not communicating. So I get the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. Again, tons of water energy in this pile. This Chariot card represents your person wanting to move forward with you, wanting to travel with you, wanting to progress the relationship or the energy. Almost, I feel like I'm just feeling like your person has their foot on the accelerator. They want to like go, go, go. And then with the Queen of Swords in reverse, either they see you as out of alignment, or maybe you have shown up out of alignment. You do have your High Priestess card in reverse there. Or you might feel like, or your person might feel that they haven't heard from you, or maybe they feel like you've been emotional without logic, or emotional without wisdom, because there's an owl here on this card, but it's in reverse. So maybe your person feels like you're making choices out of emotion, and maybe you are. And I get the, again, confirmation of water sign, air sign energy, because the Queen of Swords, again, is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So very strong water air in this pile for sure. And then I get the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like your person wants to free themselves, or is freeing themselves, or will free themselves from, and actually this is current moment, so I would say they're probably right now in the process of freeing themselves from any area where they feel trapped or stuck, or any area where they feel tied up. So the Hangman in reverse, you can see it's almost like he can just like dance away. So he can just kind of be free and kind of like dance and flow. So I feel like your person also might be one where they want to go with the flow, or they want to continue and progress this. So I feel like your person intends on trying, or to keep trying. Then I get in the past what's happened is I get that there's either has been a breakup in the past, or there was a woundedness, or like a healing that needed to happen, because I get Three of Swords. There was like a heartbreak or a disappointment or a sadness in the past between the two of you. So there was some pain, I feel. So it's interesting here. And it's interesting how I'm getting on your side. It doesn't seem to me like you are represented by showing up as overly emotional. Maybe this is your person's perception, but it's interesting because, yeah, the Queen of Cups is upright. It's just that High Priestess is in reverse. You might also be resonating with feeling like you're very confused and you're not sure what to do, or you don't know what your guidance is telling you, or it's hard to translate the signs or the messages. So with High Priestess in reverse, it also might be hard to listen to your intuition, or you might not want to listen to your intuition if your feelings are really strong. So there is this, I don't feel like they are, I don't feel like it's like you're having like a meltdown though. Or like, I don't feel like you're like crashing out. I feel like that you are very, very loving with the Queen of Cups, actually. And maybe you are somebody who just follows their heart either way, whether your intuition says go forward or not. You might be like, I'm just going to follow my feelings. I'm going to follow my heart. And wherever I am being guided, wherever my emotions are, that is where I will go with it. I get patience. I get in the past that maybe you guys had a lot of patience, but then it kind of burned you. Or maybe you were very, very patient for this person to heal, or for you guys to heal. Maybe you were patient waiting for a healing opportunity between the two of you. Maybe there was a healing opportunity where you guys were able to do that. The patience card is very interesting. I get that this is a temperance card, which also represents maybe a destiny. So maybe in the past there was like a destiny to heal, or there was a divinely created opportunity for you guys to have a repair. So there is this, and I get the Moon in reverse, but it seems like maybe it just, it led on one hand to clarity, and then on another hand maybe to more confusion, or again still trying to have a hard time understanding what your intuition was telling you, or not wanting to listen to intuition. So I get this with the moon in reverse. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy with the moon in reverse. Patience, I would say, is Taurus energy showing up as well. So this is kind of confirmation for you if you feel like this is your pile. If you feel like this is you and your person, I'm going to keep going with this premise. If this is not you, you may want to pick another pile, or there still might be messages in here for you. It's totally up to you either way. Okay, I get in the next few months, I feel like your person's going to try to talk to you again. I feel like your person is feeling maybe a little insecure, or maybe they think you're feeling insecure and they're going to want to give you reassurance. Your person might be ruled by their ego or have some narcissistic traits. I wouldn't say disorder because I don't know your person, but I get these different cards, so it's interesting. So number one, Ace of Swords. This is upright. So I would say in the next few months, your person's intentions are to try to reach out to you, to try to communicate, to send you an olive branch, or to send you a form of communication, text you, call you, email you. I feel like your person might want to comment on, some of your social media. So this Ace of Swords, I feel like your person's going to want to try to communicate. They're going to want a strong new beginning. So they're also going to try for a new beginning. I feel like they might try to start over. I feel like they might try to start again. They might try to take action. This is also the card of courage and bravery and strength and initiation and action. But with the Strength card in reverse, your person might go back and forth between, or they might be trying to debate, should I, communicate, or is that coming on too strong? They might try to hold back their strength or not lead with ego, or they might be overled by ego, or they might have an unearned confidence in this connection. With the Strength card in reverse, it can sometimes be about like too much of an ego, whereas normally Strength card upright is representing like confidence, but with it up in reverse, it could be like a narcissism, or it could be like an overly ego. That kind of piece. But I do get with the Strength card, it is a Leo energy. So Leo energy is showing up strong. And I do get that maybe if your person has been holding themselves back, especially with the Hanged Man card, if they've been holding themselves back, I feel like they're going to take action on you without holding themselves back anymore. I do get the Lovers card in reverse, though. This is a Gemini energy, so Gemini shows up. With the Lovers in reverse, it's interesting how there's also a lion here. So two lions. There could be two Leos. Both of these cards are in reverse, which is very interesting. But to show you the upright card, you can see the two lions. So maybe double Leo energy as well. But with these cards in reverse, it's almost like your person wanting to come in without holding themselves back. They want to maybe... They might come in without love, or maybe they might come in with ego and not really like truest forms of the love, if that makes sense. Or maybe their ego kind of gets in the way of the love. Maybe they communicate to you because since they haven't heard from you, maybe they think that you might have stopped loving them. That might also make them mad or piss them off with the Strength card. So I feel like your person may want to clear some things up. There's that energy. So in the next 3 months, there's a little bit of this. And then beyond this time, I feel like they're going to continue to try to keep talking to you. So all of this represents their intentions are communication. Communication, talking with you, clearing things up, wanting to reach out. I get the 8 of Wands or 8 of Fire. They might intend beyond 3 months' time to travel to see you, to take you on a trip, to have, again, more communication, things opening up. So I feel like your person really wants open lines of communication. That's like the strongest message. This is very important if you guys are in a no or low contact, or if they are blocked or you're blocked, because I'm feeling like the communication is the strongest message that's coming through out of all this. And also this card represents Sagittarius energy showing up. Okay, so let's see a little bit more about what are their intentions with you. We'll look at 3 months' time. I have tea leaf readings. All right. So I'm going to pull 8 to see what are their intentions. What are they going to try to do or want to do or intend to do with you within the next 3 months? All right. Let's see here. So I get Gong, and it says an exciting event. Your person is going to try to invite you to somewhere exciting. So they're going to try to go big. They're going to try to bring you, if it's not like a grand romantic gesture, I feel like they're going to try to invite you out to somewhere that you know you would be so excited to go to it. So they're going to try to invite you somewhere so exciting. They might rush in and try to like dazzle you or wow you. But yeah, they're either going to try to take you to an exciting event or an exciting place, somewhere that you're very excited to go. Bird perched, and it says waiting for news, package, or letter. They might, if there is a difficulty in communication, they might mail you a letter or send you a love letter. I feel like they might intend to get around any communication that might be blocked. I also feel like they might try to have a repair if it wasn't done effectively the first time or in the past. But yeah, I get bird perched. I feel like they're just waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time, waiting for news. They might be waiting to hear from you. They, I feel like, are trying to kind of sense where you're at, maybe geographically, or sense where you're at emotionally. I get candle, and it says you will be shown the way. So your person is definitely going to try to guide you. Also, your person might be waiting for their own divine guidance. So your person might be waiting to be shown the way. They might be waiting to get a sign from you. But yeah, I feel like your person might try to illuminate some things if there are any confusions or misunderstandings. So there is this, but yes, so the candle, you'll be shown the way. I feel like they're going to try to guide you, to lead you out of darkness into clarity. If you have been confused about something, if you have questions that need answers, if you are trying to also understand things or figure things out, I feel like they're going to try to help you with that or illuminate that with you. Then I get, well, it says family wishes come true. If you guys are trying to plan a family, this is a good fortuitous card for you guys together. It also might be that there's something that happens in your or their family dynamics that help this connection along. I also feel like there may be, maybe they invite you to see their family or meet their family, or maybe their family gives them something or does something for them, which benefits and blesses you, and they're able to bring that into this connection. So there is this piece. Like, let's say their grandmother gives them a wedding ring and they give it to you, something like that. So it says that there is a wish coming true, and it's connected to family dynamics, which is good. Maybe you guys have been wanting to get pregnant for a while and you guys could do that. So, maybe you guys are wanting to meet their kids, stuff like that. Then I get horse, and it says short journey. Yeah, I get a very strong message. Your person's going to try to or would like to initiate a trip with you. So maybe they want a little romantic getaway or a little really sexy travel time. So there is this piece. Maybe you guys could even go horseback riding. They might want to intend on doing something in nature. I'm getting birds, horses. They might want to do something outdoorsy with you, or intend on planning a date somewhere outdoorsy. Then I get throne. It says position of authority. Your person might try to rise up to become the person that you've always wanted them to be. I feel like if you have a open spot in your dating life, if you have a blank space, I feel like they're going to try to fill it. I also feel like your person intends on being like the king in your story, or they intend on being somebody that's an authority figure. They want to be a leader. They want to take charge. They absolutely want to be in alignment and be congruent. So like, I feel like if your person's a masculine, I feel like they want to be like in their divine masculine, like their highest form of themselves, because they want to be on that throne. They want to be a king, I feel like, or a sovereign. I feel like they want to show up in a very good position. I feel like they want to be admired, though. I feel like they want to be looked up to, which makes sense. Everybody wants to be respected. I get the tortoise. And it says, slowly but surely getting ahead. Your person also might feel like, you know what, I know I need to put in the hard work with pile 2. I know I haven't really put in the hard work. I need to try harder. I need to be consistent. I need to build something slowly. They might intend on building something slowly with you to like get ahead. But with the other cards that I saw, I feel like your person's not very good at going slow. I feel like they can tend to jump in. And so your person might intend on trying to move things slowly. But again, I don't know if they can stick with that, because I feel like when they get passion, they kind of run with it. So there is this. I do feel like your person is contemplative about some things because like the bird perched is like they're intending upon like waiting to the right time, almost in like a peaceful reflection. But then the horse is like wanting to run. And then the tortoise is wanting to go slow. So they also might have conflicting pieces of them, or they might select different pieces based on your reactions. So like if you're wanting to put up boundaries, maybe they're like, oh, it's fine, we can take our time. If they're feeling like, oh, I want to race in there, but then they're not sure how you'll react, they're like, well, it's okay. Or they might think, I'll wait for the right time to reach out, but then they're gonna, jump in anyway, maybe a little brash. So I feel like your person also may sometimes be having multiple intentions or approaches that they could take based on how they feel they could get a response from you. And then I get eagle. It says triumph over troubles and obstacles. Your person intends on being able to rise above any obstacles or any troubles in this relationship. I feel like your person will be solution oriented and they are going to try to be able to make things happen or like fix things. So there is this energy. So this is very, very good. I feel like your person actually has very strong intentions. And I do like what I see here. And for you, if you are in your Queen of Cups upright energy, you are looking for your divine counterpart here with the throne. So that is very good. I do feel like they would like to give that to you. All right, now I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to do a final message, and we are going into the extended today. But the final message is going to be long. So I'm going to start now so I have time. So I'm actually going to be layering a lot of different decks, and I am going to make this piece be interactive for you. So I'm going to pick Let's Fall in Love Oracle, which is my fall deck that I love. If you guys have been watching my 8-video Halloween series last month in September, you guys are probably very familiar with it, but I do love it so much. I love when I'm able to break it out and use it seasonally, so that's always exciting for me. I also have Ocean of Emotion I'm going to use. I'm going to use Messages from Divine Masculine, and I'm also going to use Hermits. Okay, and I'm going to do something extra special. All right, well, this is my new deck, Ocean Tarot, and because we are in Scorpio season, I am actually going to use this deck because it's all about water and water signs, and because you guys have pulled, I wasn't going to use it, but since you guys have pulled a lot of water cards, I feel like it's appropriate for you guys. So I'm going to be actually layering all 5 of these decks on top of each other for your final message. This will be interactive and you guys can pick a pile. So I'm going to pull 3 piles and I'm going to start with 1 card. This is a new deck, so it's still kind of unshuffled a bit. So I'm just kind of extra shuffling it for you guys. This is their intentions towards you. All right, their predominant intention. I'm going to pull 2 Hermit cards for each of these piles. This one really wants to come out. And what are they thinking and feeling about you and this connection and where it's at? And then I have Divine Masculine. I'm going to pull three cards. All right, and then I have Let's Fall in Love. See, it's going to be a very long final message, so that's why I am starting a little early. And also, don't forget, we have an extended, so we are going to go deeper as well. Let's Fall in Love. And then I have Ocean of Emotion for their primary predominant emotion when it comes to you. What their strongest feeling is emotionally. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for those of you who've picked pile 1, I'm going to symbolize it with this big, beautiful citrine crystal. For those of you who are drawn to this middle pile, pile 2, I'm going to symbolize it with this smoky quartz. And for those of you who are attracted to pile 3, I'm going to symbolize it with this large citrine as well. I also feel like citrine and smoky quartz are strong crystals that I felt drawn to pick in regards to this pile, because I feel like this pile has a lot of past life energy of the smoky quartz, as well as a lot of happiness with the citrines, a lot of love, but also a lot of groundedness energy, where I feel like citrines and smoky quartz are very grounded. You guys are the green pile, which is like a healing color, as well as I feel like green is very earthy. So feel free to pick pile 1, 2, and or 3, whichever pile resonates with you. You can pick more than one pile, but I just want to warn you, sometimes that can get a little confusing if the messages are very conflicting to each other. So I really recommend picking one pile, but if you are drawn to more than one, then feel free, no worries, follow your intuition. So pause the video if you need more time to pick, and unpause the video when you're ready. All right, guys. Well, first of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here today, watching my video. All your likes, comments, and shares really help me in the channel. I appreciate you guys donating to the channel as well. And if you want to donate, you can click on my super thanks button, or you can donate to my Venmo or my PayPal, and the links are in the description box. Also, thank you for watching my ads for 30 seconds. You can watch them on silent so they don't bother you. After 30 seconds, I get credit, and it helps me. So thank you guys for doing that. And if you guys have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. You guys can click the notification bell so that you get updates of whenever I release all new videos. And if you guys would like a private reading, my website is fairyastrology.com. The link is in the description box, and I give readings based on your love life anywhere you are in the world over the phone or video call. So feel free to reach out. If you need me, I am here for you. All right, guys. So for those of you who have picked this pile 1 with this citrine, your person's predominant emotions for you are isolated, nobody cares. Your person also is not sure of your romantic feelings for them. They might be in an insecure mode. They might, if they haven't heard from you, they might think you don't like them anymore, or that you don't care about them anymore. They might feel really sad or heartbroken. They might be very lonely. They might also be going through a depressive episode where they feel like nobody cares. So I feel like your person is feeling pretty sad. Which is interesting. It didn't come up in the tarot, but also maybe this isolation is also a motivator for your person. You seduce my thoughts, and full of ups and downs. So your person is definitely very sexually attracted to you, and they feel like the passionate chemistry between the two of you is very powerful. So your person is very, very attracted to you. I mean, it is Scorpio season after all, so they are definitely feeling the sexy vibes. But full of ups and downs. I feel like maybe your person feels confident that you love them one moment, and then they feel isolated and like nobody cares the next. I feel like their emotions might be like a Ferris wheel right now, or like a roller coaster. Your person, I know that I'm with a karmic partner. This is a message for people who are in third-party situations. If you have feelings for somebody that's in a relationship, I would say that this card would apply to those of you who are. For others of you, I would not worry about it unless they are in a karmic partnership, like business-wise or family dynamics. But I would say this is really more of a romantic message for only third-party people. I highly admire you and respect you for working on yourself. So your person, it looks up to you, they admire you, and they think very, very highly of you. I feel like they think that you are incredible, and they wish they could kind of heal maybe the way that you have been doing the healing. I do feel like you guys have been working on your self-healing, and that is beautiful. I feel like that does impress your person. Reaping what I've sowed in the past, and it has been nothing but chaos and grief. So your person knows that maybe if they've had a karmic partner or a past karmic relationship, that maybe they have received some negative karma or negative consequences. If they have acted negatively in this relationship with you or connection, they might have received negative consequences. It seems like they might have be feeling chaos and grief and feel really sad. So there is this piece, especially where maybe they have had relationship patterns and have a relationship history of kind of going from one chaotic relationship to another, or maybe like a long extended grief period. So there is this. They're paranoid. No, they're terrified. Okay, so your person feels very, very anxious right now. Very, very terrified. They feel like if they follow you, they could lose everything. This applies especially if they are thinking about leaving a romantic relationship to be with you. I did get that Hanged Man in reverse, so they are leaving something. They are untangling themselves from something, but I feel like what they're untangling themselves from is causing them a lot of fear. So there is this. I get May 9th or September 5th. So I am getting that, or the 5th or the 9th of the month might be important to you, or the month May or the month September. So there is this. Also 1995 and maybe even 1959 or 59 years old. All right. And then I get the 10 of treasure. So I'm loving this ocean oracle, honestly. There's a ton of mermaids in there and I love it. And so right now their primary main intention is giving you a major commitment and an ultimate future. The 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Treasure is really about giving somebody the ultimate future or the ultimate stability. So I do feel like your person wants to give you everything. I feel like they want to give you a very strong romantic future that's very grounded, very committed, and wanting to offer you basically like the whole package. They're very afraid of what they have to go through in order to get there, but I feel like your person is going to and wants to get there. So there is this. For those of you who have picked this smoky quartz past life energy crystal, your person's primary and dominant emotion towards you is open. I am afraid of opening up my heart again. So your person goes back and forth between being closed off and transparent with you. They are afraid to be vulnerable or afraid to put their heart in your hands and have themselves get heartbroken. I feel like your person wants to open up, but maybe they have closed up at times, and your person is kind of feeling that out. I get that your person will follow you wherever you go. So I do feel like that your person is going to follow your lead or would want to go with you. I feel like they would want to pick you. I also get, if I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. So I feel like your person would have made different choices in the past. If they had the wisdom that they have now, they would have made different choices. So there is that. So I feel like that your person might have treated you better. They might have maybe picked you over others. Your person might have known how to love you in the way you needed to be loved. So I feel like maybe if they did or said something that they regret, that they would have done things differently, having known you better or having the experiences that they have had to go through, it would have made them make better choices. I am having trouble confronting my shadow side. So your person is feeling, and it seems like they're having a hard time letting you in, but they also might have a hard time themselves looking at their shadows. Or letting themselves have insight. So they might be a little bit trapped in their own mind at times. So I feel like it's scary for them to explore their shadows. Seeking more information about twin flames or learning more about romantic relationships. So I feel like your person is learning a lot about that, or they're really trying to figure some things out. I get my relationship with the karmic has finally ended. So if your person in this pile has been in a relationship, it's over. It might be that your person is moving on and maybe healing emotional baggage from an ex or from a previous relationship. Or if you've been waiting for them to leave their relationship, then maybe that's where you're like Queen of Cups loving them, but your intuition's saying, but no, not now, or no, I have to wait, or no, I'm not sure, but you're seeing them get out of it with the Hanged Man in reverse. So yeah, I feel like these piles are very similar, so they're connected similar, but not the same, but there are similar themes. Then I left because you told me to. So your person might feel like maybe you did be the one to, break it off or cut them off or, end communication. It seems like your person might feel like they are listening to your wants or that they're doing what you've wanted or said to do. But then maybe. I left because you told me to. But maybe means maybe they didn't really leave. Maybe they were the ones to leave, not you. So maybe they blame you for it, but really they were the ones who made the choice to leave. Maybe because it seems almost like they are like lying about it. It's almost like I left because you told me to leave, but then really they're like, actually I left because I didn't choose you. I feel like there might be something like that. Or like there's more to the story here than maybe they've opened up about, or that maybe then they've told you. Or it seems like in this way that they were like, yeah, I left because pile 2 wanted me to go, but really they're like, but I didn't really leave, actually, I'm still here. So I would say that maybe there's some sort of sneaky spying, or there's some kind of like dynamics going on where there's more than meets the eye. And also I get the 8, so I would say the 8th of the month, or maybe even August is important there. And then your person's ultimate intention for you with the ocean with the ocean tarot is justice. Libra energy shows up strong. And I feel like your person's ultimate main intention is to have a committed relationship with you, to be fair and to treat you well and to get good karma or to have integrity. So your person's main intention is to be a good person and to commit. So there is that. Not that they are a good person if they commit, but just that they want to have both. They want to be a good person, they want to commit to you, they want all those things. All right, for those of you who have picked this large citrine pile 3 here, your person's primary predominant emotion with you is depressed. Okay, so yeah, so these 2 piles are feeling very depressed. This pile is feeling more guarded. I would say nothing matters anymore, I give up, depressed. So your person might be feeling very depressed, especially if they haven't heard from you lately, or if you haven't been kind of feeding into what they've been wanting. So your person might be feeling like they're going through a depressive episodes or depression right now. I get ignoring the warning signs. So your person also might be having a hard time dealing with their depression, and it might be affecting you guys in your relationship. So there is this piece. So there is some warning signs, some things they don't want to look at, and then it gets disappearing act. Okay, so if you have blocked them or ghosted them, where I get the little ghost, I get that they are ignoring the warning signs. They might be like, well, maybe pile 2 hasn't really left. If your person, so I feel like they might be looking at it like, nah, I know pile 2 would still be with me, that kind of thing. If your person, but they're feeling depressed though, so it's not even like they're feeling cocky. I would say maybe they're like depressed they haven't heard from you in a while, but they still know that like maybe they're in denial about you really having left. It's almost like they're ignoring that you've disappeared. Maybe they feel like they could just come in and pursue you when they're ready. But it also seems like with the depression, maybe they're like, well, when I start feeling better and less depressed, I will have the energy to pursue, pile 2 and everything. But there's some warning signs they're ignoring. And there's also like either maybe they've been the one that's disappeared into their depression is another interpretation here. So there's this, but it seems like, yeah, they are ignoring some warning signs. I am working to improve myself. So yeah, so your person right here, I would say they're going through a depression. They might have like retreated into themselves or withdrawn into themselves because of depression. They might even be ignoring warning signs or ignoring like markers of depression and ignoring, I would say like, indicators of depression or the signs of depression. I feel like they might be ignoring that or not know how to recognize it, or they may not know what to do about it if they've recognized it. Because yeah, I feel like your person is like working to improve themselves. They might be trying to heal their depression. Maybe they feel like they need to heal their depression before they pursue you or do anything about it. I am ready to travel towards you and meet you in person. So especially if they've disappeared, they want to come back in. If you have disappeared, I feel like they would like to come forward and follow you. So there is this piece. You challenge me like no other, and sometimes that intimidates me. So I feel like your person is also feeling intimidated or challenged by you in this connection. And I feel like they're like, I don't know how I can always keep rising to the challenge with pile 2. And I feel like they really want me to, work through this depression. And sometimes it's just so heavy to even get out of bed in the morning. So I feel like your person is dealing with depression, and that's affecting you guys a lot. I can't even look at you right now. Yeah, especially if they're like only focused inward on themselves. They might not be able to like even see you or accurately see you because they might be self-focused too much. So there's this. So there's that. Or they might be depressed if, let's say, they haven't been able to see you in a while, or if they feel like that maybe you've ghosted them or left and they're like, I can't see them. I can't even see pile 2. Where do they go? They're gone. So there is this. And I get I'm too afraid to talk to you. So your person has a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression. I feel like your person might need a therapist. I get July 5th and I get May 7th as well. So your person also might be too afraid to talk to you, and their anxiety and depression has made them pull away and pull back and go into themselves. That might be the hanged man they're trying to get out of. So there is this. What their ultimate intention that they would like to do regarding you is... I'm not taking reversals for this. I get Page of Cups. Exactly. Page of Cups or Page of Pearls in this deck. It's very beautiful. And it's interesting because normally the Page of Pentacles is like the Princess card. And then the Knight of Swords is, or the Knight of Cups is usually the masculine energy. And the Page is the feminine. But in this case, it shows that the Page is showing up as the masculine. And so I would say that maybe your person is looking to give you their pearl, their heart. So I feel like their intention is that they want to give you love, they want to give you their heart. Even if they can't right now, I feel like ultimately they would like to, or they're intending to. So I feel like you will hear from your person even though they're scared, and even if they've withdrawn, even if they're depressed. I do feel like they're going to try to come back in and they're going to try to pursue you. Okay, so now we're going to focus on what I'm going to cover for you guys in the extended. All right, guys. So I have messages from Spirit that are questions pre-written that universe wants for me to answer for you right now in regards to your person that I don't even think of, that the universe wants me to answer. What do they wish you knew? So if you guys are in no or low contact, you may have some things that are mysteries right now where you might not know everything about your person's like what they're thinking and feeling, or what they would say to you. So I feel like your person, or I feel like the universe wants you to know what they wish that you knew. I'm going to do both just because I love this new Ocean Tarot. I'm going to use it, which is exciting. So I'm going to incorporate Ocean Tarot for Scorpio season. And I'm going to incorporate your original tarot deck that you chose, the Good Tarot. So I'm going to use these two decks to help answer for you. What do they wish that you knew? Also, I don't know where that came from. We're going to focus more on what are their late night thoughts about you. So what did they think about you late last night? More insight into their mysterious heart, what they are feeling for you right now. Also, what they're feeling for you with Chocolate Candy Kisses, Sugar Rush of Love. We have a card deck, the Wisdom Cat Oracle, where we're going to get advice in regards to your person and what should you do about them. And then we have a bonus section in the extended where, because we are in Scorpio season, we are going to focus on their passionate 18+ fantasies. So I have the Red Light Oracle, which is an extra deck that I'm going to be using at the very end of the reading. So if you don't want to know their Scorpio fantasies, feel free to sign off right beforehand. I'll let you know when. And if you do want to stay tuned, this is a Scorpio spice for you. So every video that I'm releasing in Scorpio season will have this Red Light Oracle in it, just to bless you with some Scorpio passion. So if you guys are wanting to join me in the extended, you guys are pile 2, you guys are Hamlet and the green teapot. And feel free to go to the description box and scroll down pile 2 Hamlet. I will see you guys there. And if not, I will see you guys in the next video, in my archives, in a private reading, in the comments, or if you need me, I am here for you. I will see you later. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what are their intentions with you. You guys have picked some very fun things. This is my Shakespeare Teapot collection. So you guys have picked Midsummer's Night's Dream, which I think is absolutely stunning. You guys obviously also are the blue pile, so you might be very connected to that color. I have picked for you also this blue obsidian, which you've seen in the intro. So I love this crystal for you. So you might be really connected to peace or serenity or need some of that right now. Also, blue is the color of Archangel Michael if you're needing a little courage and bravery. And maybe your person's intentions are to connect to their bravery and their courage. Blue is also the throat chakra of communication. Maybe they're intending to be brave to communicate with you. You guys also have the Tarot de Paris tarot deck, which is very fun too. This is one of the first tarot decks. Actually, I think this is actually the first tarot deck I have ever had. So it is definitely a lot of history with me, and I've had this since the 90s. So the 90s might be an important connection between you and your person. Maybe you or they are born then or have connected then. Also, I have the Two of Cups for you, which I think is a very beautiful symbolism to your connection. So we have tea. I'm glad you guys are here in my November autumn tea party. So I love these cups because they have stars. They're very mystical. And I feel like these are the perfect teacups to go with a Midsummer's Night's Dream feel. I love this as well. And so I wanted to, usually I have like a little teacup and a teapot when I do a tea party, but today I was like, you know what? I think I need to give actually like 2 teacups to go with this Midsummer's Night's Dream. So I'm going to put this in frame for you, but what I love about the 2 teacups is the 2 of Cups in the tarot represents a beautiful commitment and relationship. So I think it's very interesting that you guys got the 2 of Cups to start. I'm going to now channel for you a relationship spread. I will take reversals, and I'm going to use this to check into your energy, your person's energy. This is a good way for you to verify if this is your pile or not. And what I love about the Midsummer's Night's Dream, and actually what I was thinking about before I filmed this reading, as I was thinking about what happens in the play. And it's very interesting because, you know, there's Puck that creates a lot of mischief. So I wonder if there's been a lot of things that have gone wrong, that have been a little haywire in this connection. And what I think is very interesting about this about this play, is how there was a little mischief going on where they made Titania, this like gorgeous queen of the fairies, fall in love with this idiot. It was out of a little mischief, out of a little revenge. So I wonder for some of you, if you feel like you're in love with an idiot, I wonder if your person's been acting like a donkey, if they've been acting a little foolish lately, or if you are kind of like, I am a Titania queen, why am I in love with this donkey? So I'm kind of wondering, that may not be a message for all of you, but it was something that made me laugh when I thought about it. So that's very interesting. Also, you know, with the 4 humans in this play, it's interesting how it's kind of like they feel like they're with the wrong person, right? So there's like a chasing energy and a running energy, but because there's been some mischief, it's with, you know, with fairy magic and with, you know, Puck, I would say it's very interesting because it's kind of like, that's like, you might feel like the universe has screwed up, that you might, or your person might feel like, wow, you know what, I'm with the wrong person. Or you might feel like the person that you like is with the wrong person. Or it's almost kind of like the universe moved things around so that you guys are needing to kind of like rearrange some things so you guys can be together. So that's kind of a couple of messages that I got for you in regards to the play. So there is this. Yeah, because the way that you're feeling right now about your person, which this is how you think and feel, how they think and feel about you right now, the past, the future in the next 3 months. And something that's so fascinating is what I always do is I always do a final card for a long-term outcome. It seems like your person, I didn't do that this time. I wonder if your person actually doesn't have long-term intentions with this. They might only have short-term. They might not have thought that far or thought out that far in advance. Or maybe your person is like, well, I don't know what my long-term intentions are because I don't know how pile 3 is going to react to my short-term intentions. So we're going to see what their short-term intentions are with you. And then we're going to see what's going on in this connection. So right now, actually, I get on your side the Lover's card in reverse. I'm also getting the Initiation, which is the Magician card. It's in reverse. And I get the 3 of Wands, which is a card in reverse as well. So it's very, very interesting. So the Tarot de Paris deck, I love it because it connects with the monuments and buildings and artwork of France and combines them with the tarot meanings. So when I'm looking at this, it's interesting when I'm looking at this card. This card says harmony, but it's in reverse. So you might feel like you guys are not having harmony between the 2 of you right now, or you might be feeling like, wow, you know what? Like, I wonder if we're being guided or watched over at all by spirit, because, you know, with this card in upright position, you can see there's a spirit guide overlooking the 2 lovers down below. It also can sometimes sometimes the Lover's card can symbolize third-party energy when there's 3 people in the Lover's card, which in this particular deck, it does show that. So it might be that with it in reverse, that you're thinking, you know what, if there's a third party going on, that you guys want to get out of third-party energy. You also might be feeling like, wow, you know what, my person's not really expressing love to me right now. Or you might be questioning, do they really love me? Do they love me? Have they ever loved me at all? Or you might be not sure if they love you, especially if they haven't like verbalized it to you or confirmed it. There may be suspected love, but you're not quite sure. Or maybe you thought that they did, but now because of other things that happened, maybe some mischief that has happened or some misunderstandings or miscommunication, that maybe things are kind of a little bit haywire. So there is that. So what's interesting with this, I would say that you're feeling like maybe you're doubting the love. Maybe you're not sure of the love. You're wondering, you know, do you even have anybody watching over you at all? You know, in this connection, you might feel kind of disappointed or wondering if you're feeling disillusioned with the universe or with your spirit guides. If you're like, why am I even in this situation? You know, I know that with the play, the humans were going through a lot of angst when it comes to wanting to be with their lover and then feeling like, wow, why is my soulmate not loving me? And I just wonder if like that's how you're feeling. So with the 3 of Fire, which is the 3 of Wands, I would say the building, it's a building, is the Opera House. And this is an angel at the top of the Opera House, the Palais Garnier. And so what's interesting is they always say that with this, I don't know if you guys know about the Phantom of the Opera. Well, with this card, the myth behind it is that the Phantom of the Opera lived in the basement or underneath the opera house in the shadows due to guilt and shame and being cast out by society. Now, the Three of Wands, this angel, I'll show you upright, is on the roof of the opera house. And so with the Phantom of the Opera legend, it represents when you come up to the roof, you're supposed to be like in safety. But when you're in the bottom, it feels like, or in the basement or underneath the opera house, you are not safe due to the story and to the legend. So with it in reverse, it's almost like you're wondering about the underbelly, the shadow side. So when this card's in reverse, it talks about underneath the opera house, or it talks about, do you feel maybe emotionally not safe in this connection? Do you feel with it being underneath the opera house, do you feel like there's a lot of like secrets in this connection or things that are buried? Do you feel like you've had to bury your love for your person or that they've had to bury their love for you? Or do you feel like with this card, it could be also about shadows and your shadow side? It might be that this connection is triggering you and having you think about your shadows and your shadow side. Usually the Three of Wands is about future planning. With it in reverse, you might feel like, I don't know, my person isn't like planning a future with me. You yourself might be questioning and wondering, is there even a future here? So there is this energy. Harmony, or the Lover's card, is Gemini energy. Three of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So those energies are showing up strong. And then I get the Magician, which is again another Gemini energy. So there's a lot of Gemini energy showing up here for you. And with this Magician or Initiation card in reverse, again, you might be feeling like, I've been trying to manifest this relationship and it hasn't been going right. I've been trying to manifest true love in my life and I don't know like what is screwed up in the universe because it hasn't been coming through for me or it hasn't been happening. So there is this. What is beautiful with this is usually when it's upright, it shows the obelisk in Paris, which is about independence and victory. So with it in reverse, you might be feeling like, wow, maybe this is a codependent relationship, or maybe there isn't the victory and success I've been hoping to see. So I feel like right now you might be feeling very dissatisfied or disillusioned. You might be questioning the universe or the grand plan of things. Like, do I even have a purpose with this person? Or why aren't they coming forward? So I'm feeling that with this energy here, that you're kind of questioning things a lot. And again, this is only to verify if this is your pile. So if this doesn't feel like you might be pile 1 or 2. So I just want to like throw that out there. But if this resonates with you, we're going to keep going as well. Your person... Wow, okay, your person has been holding themselves back, but I also feel like your person probably is trying to gain the courage. I feel like your person, if they've been silent, will not be silent for much longer. Combined with the blue energy of communication, as well as the King of Swords upright, which is the king that communicates. It's an air sign king. Again, Gemini energy is strong here. We have Gemini, we have Aquarius, we have Libra energy. But with it upright, this is great. With it being very strong and very decisive, the King of Swords usually takes action. They may not be super like vulnerable or very emotional with this energy, but I love the pyramids of Egypt and the eye. So there is definitely like a knowingness, an intelligence here that your person is feeling towards you. I love the L'Arc de Triomphe, which is, again, it's like you're feeling like things are not a victory, but your person is feeling actually like there is a victory here, or they're wanting one. I believe, now you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that this is the statue of Napoleon, which is interesting. Your person might be a short king. Your person also might be somebody that is ambitious, and your person also might be somebody that is overcompensating. They might be having grand plans. Interesting, when I look even deeper at the monuments in here, I get Sacré-Cœur, which is in the bottom right, which is a church or a beautiful cathedral. And then I even can see Rodin, the thinker, with that statue there. So I get that your person might be stuck in over-analytical mode with the thinker, or might be in deep reflection about this connection. And I feel like with Sacré-Cœur, I feel like they might be very spiritual or religious, or they might be praying for guidance, praying for wisdom, praying to see the truth with the eye on the pyramid here. So there is that. But I like that there's 2 pyramids. And I believe these are the large pyramids. I believe these are the pyramids of Giza. And it's very beautiful. So it seems like with the 2, it kind of represents that 2 of Cups energy, which is not normally symbolized with the King of Swords, but in this card it is. So I would say that your person has a lot of thoughts. your person is definitely very determined, and I feel like your person wants to take action. And the reason why is because I get the card that says order, but the order card in this deck is the Emperor. And I like how this is also upright. So you're not seeing any progress on your side, but your person, I feel like, is preparing. And I feel like that they are definitely going to be putting some things into motion. Because the King of Swords combined with the Emperor is a very action-oriented energy. They might be confusing you with mixed messages, or they may still have to organize or put their thoughts in order. Because with the order and the King of Swords, I feel like they are so close. They are so close and so ready to like take action. But the one monkey wrench in this thing here is we got the Stallion of Fire, which is in reverse. Now, it might be that your person is subduing their sexual energy. This is the Knight of Wands. This is a very, very action-oriented horse stallion here. The Knight of Wands is usually about racing in and being sexual. But with it in reverse, I feel like that your person is holding back their sexual energy. Maybe they're trying to control themselves. The Emperor and the King of Swords are highly controlled divine masculines. I do like that these are upright though. Even if this is out of alignment here, they might be having like sexual guilt or shame in their life, maybe religious guilt or shame with the religion here. So they might be battling that. I feel like that your person though, there's two cards that are upright combined with the one. So maybe like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So one is in reverse, but 2 of them are upright. Again, energies that are strong are Sagittarius. So Stallion of Water, or I mean Stallion of Fire, which is interesting. Okay, so Stallion of Fire, Sagittarius strong. Emperor energy, Aries energy strong. King of Swords would be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy strong. But because Stallion of Water came out of my mouth, I would also say you guys might have water sign energy showing up, but them not acting in their emotional sensitivity or showing it to you. So I would say you could have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but that is being very closed off or being very like practical, logical, and controlling themselves. There is strong self-containment with your person, but I feel like that they are going to take action on you soon. It's just this little monkey wrench of that Stallion of Fire that is holding back the action, but I feel like this is going to overpower the Stallion of Fire for them, because I mean you have a king and an emperor both upright, both in exalted positions, and with this I would say this is like charging into battle with the emperor here. So that's the god of war, charging into what they want. And then King of Swords, it represents being able to, you know, speak clearly at least. So at least we'll be communicating thoughts. So I would say a king and an emperor definitely outweigh a little knight here, a little stallion. So there is this energy, but I also feel like they're just trying to have self-control right now so that they don't act like a bull in a china shop and kind of like run rampant over things and destroy stuff or knock stuff and break stuff. So I feel like your person is actually trying to be very wise. They're trying to be smart. They might also be in their head about it. In the past, So I do get that there's been a lot of romantic love here. I feel like that love or romantic love has been a foundation for you because it's been in the past. But you definitely have a lot of independence and a lot of freedom on your side. And I'm also getting that there may be some boredom here where either maybe you or they got bored of this connection, or maybe things, if they weren't happening, or if you were like feeling the mutual love and you were very free and, you know, you guys didn't have a commitment at the time in the past. I would say that maybe you got bored of waiting around for your person, or maybe you got discouraged. You know, the boredom turned into discouragement maybe. So maybe before you were just kind of like twiddling your thumbs waiting around, but then eventually with enough time that had passed, it seems like that you maybe have now kind of sunk into maybe a little bit of like a depression about it, or maybe a little bit of like, you know, it's a little bit more just depressed than it was. So anyway, the cards that came up, I get 4 of Cups in this card deck, 4 of Water. What I do love is really how it shows this like hand giving the cup in this upper part here, which really connects to the hand giving the cup in the Ace of Cups. So these really connect together. So see how these cups, it's kind of being like outstretched by God or outstretched by the universe. You can see these cups together. It's like this love that's being offered as a gift. Maybe you offered a lot of love to your person as a gift, or maybe they offered a lot of love to you as a gift. But it does seem also like there was maybe an unacknowledgement of the love, because obviously with the 4 of Cups card, the guy is looking down into the water instead of like at the love that was given to them. But it was just so much love freely flowing between the two of you, or at least from you for sure. And then I get the ace, the spirit of fire, which is really the page of wands. So I'm getting strong, confident, sexy, energy, free, female empowerment, female liberation. It's the Statue of Liberty, the gift from, you know, from France to the US. So France or US might be important to you and your person. So there is this, and you can even see there's like a phoenix rising in the background here. So there is that, and it's almost like your independence is shining. And then when I'm looking at the mountain that the Statue of Liberty is standing on, there are all these faces, almost kind of like Game of Thrones, you know, where it's almost like the man of many faces, or like how she can switch her faces, that kind of thing. But it's very interesting, almost kind of like you've had a lot of relationships, and because these relationships maybe haven't worked out, now you're kind of like just being triumphant, standing. It's like you've been resilient rising up from these breakups, or resilient rising up from these failed relationships, or relationships that did not work out. Not to say failed, but you know, these relationships that didn't work. And now you're kind of like on the top of this mountain. It's like you've really, really rebuilt yourself. You've really had this independence, especially if maybe you've been prone in the past to having codependent relationships. Now you've really worked through that. So that is like amazing. So I love this here, and it shows like a victory, but it also shows maybe like a boredom of maybe something did not work out the way you had hoped. And then, you know, but there's still been so much love. So there is this in the future, in the next few months. So let's see what's going on. So in the next few months, yes, I get the 9 of Swords, 7 of Coins, and 7 of Wands. So now actually I feel like this is very promising. So this is, what is your person intentions? What are their intentions? What do they intend to do within the next 3 months? They intend to overcome their worries, anxieties, and panic attacks with patience. I feel like they are learning to be more gentle with themselves. I feel that they're focusing on their mental health. They are going to be a warrior. So see how with the 7 of Wands, how they are just really like fighting in their warrior energy. That's super emperor energy here. So they're really, really going to intend on battling and fighting and overcoming any worries, anxieties, panic attacks, sleepless nights. So if they get triggered thinking about pursuing you or, you know, being with you, I would say they are going to use every single ounce of their strength. Maybe they are going to be calling upon Archangel Michael to really be this warrior, that emperor, that 7 of Wands, to really, really rise above everything that has been going on in this connection, all their triggers, everything that makes them have strong anxiety. Your person probably either they've had triggers and they want to overcome them, or they want to work on themselves. They want to work on their baggage. But it seems like they want to work on their triggers and really overcome it. And that's what they're intending to do. And I get the 7 of Pentacles, which is patience, which is planting seeds, which is building the connection with you, which is being consistent, and which is being like gentle with self, patient with self. And so that's actually really amazing. So I would say that your person really intends on doing the inner healing, the inner work, to be able to overcome their anxiety and their triggers, and to really like fight against everything that holds them back, everything that triggers them and holds them down, and to really transition this anxiety panic attack into peace, into patience, into gentleness, into self-nurturing, into nurturing you, into being consistent with you. So that is fantastic, actually. So I love this. So they're intending on really getting themselves together. So that's awesome. And it's so interesting because the cards on this side don't show their anxiety. And I feel like that's because they are very tight-lipped about it. They probably are somebody that like keeps it to themselves. So there is that energy. All right, so now I'm going to look into their tea leaf readings. I'm going to see, what are they intending to do with you? What are their intentions? I'm also going to have an extended after this reading, so definitely stay tuned. After we do your final message for this part of the video, I'm going to explain to you what I'll cover in part 2. But in regards to this, these, okay, what does your person intend on doing? All right, I kind of feel like these. And that one apparently. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and I don't take reversals for these. And it's interesting because these ones are about sometimes, okay. So sometimes these are about romantic love, and sometimes these are about other things. So if these are about categories non-romantic love related, it would be that is affecting your connection, or it could affect your connection, and about what are they doing with like external circumstances that might affect you guys. So first of all, something that I see that jumps out at me is like the divine pair. So I do get the divine pair. I get the dark man and younger woman. Now this is, obviously there's a dark woman that goes with a dark man, and there's a younger man that goes with a younger woman, but like look at how they go together. Look at how it almost looks like twin flame energy, or like the twins. See how they mirror each other in their physical appearance and their looks, even the long hair of both of them, their coloring. It seems like even their race. It seems like for these, it seems like your person sees the two of you as a twin flame energy, or as a divine pair, or as the two of you guys together. Now interesting, the masculine goes with the rabbit. The feminine goes with the dolphin. Now, you might be younger than your person if you identify with the younger woman. So there is that. You or your person may have dark hair, but you don't have to. So I would say this is a masculine energy though. And it says dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. So there is this. And then I get rabbit. It says too much concern with sexual matters. So it seems like your person is intending on maybe resolving any guilt or shame they have in regards to sex. They also might be intending to ramp things up sexually, or they might be trying to think like, okay, I really don't want to be led by my lust. So how do I, work through that? Because with that Knight of Wands or Stallion of Fire in reverse, I feel like your person's really trying to kind of like make sense or to work through that piece. So there is this. So I get that. Also, the rabbit's always very lucky. Also, you or your person may be born the year of the rabbit. Then I get bag and I get shark. Something important, such as a new job or a raise, and it says, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So your person is wondering or intending upon figuring out how can they connect with you in a way where they don't lose money. Because the shark is about take care or loss of material wealth. The bag is about wealth and money. So if this is a work crush or a work connection, there could be work or money or finances complicating this dynamic, either with career, if you guys work together, or your jobs interfere with this connection, or maybe even just your own person trying to figure out their financial solutions. They might feel like choosing you could make them lose money. They might feel like, I need to be cautious so that I don't lose finances. They don't want to lose their job. They don't want to maybe like, if let's say there's a third party, like would there be child support now, in that? So I feel like your person is figuring out some things. So they're trying to figure out, maybe they're like, I don't want to act on my sexual lust with pile 3 because I might lose my job over it. Or because if I do that, then maybe, my current relationship won't work out and I have to pay child support, or I have to pay alimony, or that kind of thing. So there may be some financial consequences to you guys being together. I feel like that would be a concern on your person's mind there. Then I also feel like too, they also might feel like another interpretation would be, if I pursue pile 3, does that mean that I will be caught up in them and I won't be able to focus on my job? They might be in a workaholic space where they're like focusing on work so much where maybe they don't have time for you. They might be trying to think, how do I balance my schedule but not lose finances, or not risk or jeopardize my job, or not be looked at as a slacker at work, that kind of thing. So there's financial worries. It also might be like, let's say they travel for work and it takes them away from you. They might be like, well, I really want to do this job, but it's not in your pile 3. How do I work through that? So it's like a financial kind of affecting them. Then I get dolphin and younger woman. So I would say if you identify with the young feminine, which I only want to say that is because most of my viewers are feminines, it says dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So I would say this would symbolize you in this context. And then dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So they might look at you as financially abundant or lucrative, or they might be like, I need to be careful not to lose some money. At the same time, if I'm with pile 3, maybe actually it would improve my finances. So it's interesting here. So I feel like on one hand, and that might be why they're like all caught up in their head, because on one hand, they're like, if I'm with pile 3, I could lose money. On the other hand, they're like, but if I'm with pile 3, maybe I could gain money. So I feel like for them, I feel like maybe they're trying to challenge their worst case scenarios fears or beliefs and that kind of thing. Also, I always look at dolphin as like happy and abundant. Again, this very, very much applies if you guys are a work connection or a work crush. So there's definitely like a lot of that kind of energy going on. But then I get crown and pin, and it says honor and respect will come to you. And then it says new job, career. Okay, all of this is about work, money, and finances. So this is all very strong, actually. So there is this. So interesting also, I'm seeing like a message coming through with pin, which I never normally get, is I get that like cliche phrase, which says, oh, let's put a pin in it. So I wonder if your person has tried to put a pin in your connection and maybe pause it because of money or financial or job situations. Maybe they have had to not act on things because of money or because of finances. Or maybe you guys have had to, figure out what you guys are going to do financially in this connection. Also, it seems like, yes, your person's job and career and finances are very, very, very important to them. And it seems like they really intend and they really want to have honor and respect. Also, I feel like your person very much honors and respects you, especially if they value what you do for a living. Like I feel like they think very highly of you. And I feel like that they really, really have like put you on a pedestal in regards to your career and what you do. So it seems like they might aspire to do something similar to you. So again, strong work connections here. So that's interesting. But yes, they really want to respect you and honor you, which is great. And I also feel like maybe they are trying to take a new job or a career so that they can connect with you in this way. Or maybe they need your advice about something with career-related situations, so they might contact you for that. So it's very, very interesting, actually. I feel like, yeah, your person and you are very tightly intertwined with career. All right, now I'm going to do a final message for you, and we're going to, after that, cover what we're going to talk about in the extended. So I have this beautiful deck, which I love, which I am bringing out, which I have just recently gotten. So you guys might know this one. This is beautiful. This is the Ocean Tarot. Because we are in Scorpio season, we are in a water sign month. So I figure Ocean Tarot is very appropriate to have. So I'm doing, and I'm not doing reversals for this, but I will do 3 piles. This is the interactive piece, which you guys might be familiar with already. This is their main intention of what they absolutely are intending most to do with you. Then I have their, here we go, Ocean of Emotion. What is their primary, most predominant emotion or feeling that they are feeling emotionally? I'm going to do, actually, no, I'm going to do 2. There are 2 primary dominant emotions. I didn't do 2 for the other piles, but I will do it for yours, only because the Emperor and the King of Swords are not very emotionally showy. And so I think that you need more information about their deeper feelings. So I'm going to do 2 of their strongest, most predominant feelings towards you. Now I'm going to also do a little Let's Fall in Love. I'm going to do 3 cards in regards to what they're thinking and feeling about you. I always love using this deck in the autumn because it's such a seasonal deck, and I love how beautiful the images are, as well as the very profound messages about how they are thinking and feeling about you, which I love. So I'm going to do 3 of these. And I'm also going to pick 2. See, I'm layering this, so it's going to be a little in depth, but I think you guys deserve it, right? You guys need a little love. You guys are sad on your side, so you definitely need love. This is also why this pile is actually, pile 3 is getting more of a longer reading than the other 2 piles, because I feel like you need extra hugs. So there is this. So 2 major messages in regards for how they are thinking and feeling about you from messages from Divine Masculine, especially because they might be a little, here we go, especially because they might be a little shut off. Or hiding it, masking it. All right, and then I'll do 2 hermits. So 2 hermit cards in regards to what they are thinking, feeling for you right now. And so this is your final message, so it's super in depth. All right, now let's symbolize it with some crystals. Beautiful, because the King of Swords did get this pyramid on his card. So for you, I'm going to use this beautiful pyramid to symbolize this pile. I would say pile 1 here of this. Pick a card. So here's 1. Then I would see, okay, we have a beautiful amethyst moon, and I'm going to use this to symbolize pile 2. And then we will have, for pile 3, I will have this beautiful angel aura, especially because Archangel Michael is with you guys right now. So that's beautiful. All right, so feel free to pick pile 1, 2, or 3. The reason why I ask you guys to pick just one is because sometimes when you get more than one pile, it can be a little confusing, especially if they conflict with each other. And so this is the easiest way for you to find clarity, but of course, follow your own guidance. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, do what you feel intuitively. All right, so feel free to pause the video if you need more time to pick which one is resonating with you and calling to you, and then unpause the video whenever you're ready. Okay, guys, so before I go to your final message, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, for all of your comments, for your likes, for your shares on social media. If you guys have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get updates of whenever I release all new videos. As well as thank you guys so much for watching my ads for at least 30 seconds, because that will give me credit and I appreciate that. You can listen to them, you can mute them so you don't have to listen to them while they play in the background if that's easier for you. And also thank you guys so much for donating to the channel. If you guys would like to support me and donate to the channel, you can go to the description box where my PayPal and my Venmo links are there, and the super thanks button always helps me out. So thank you guys for that. If you guys would like a personal reading from me, I am offering them at this time, and my website is fairyastrology.com, and the information is in the description box, and you guys can go to my website. I give readings based on your person, so feel free to reach out if you need my help. All right, so for those of you who have picked this beautiful pyramid, your persons, I'm going to skip to their emotions first. Their predominant primary emotions they feel when they think of you is fear and dark. Yes, exactly, because they're trying to overcome their 9 of Swords, worries, panic attacks, and anxieties. It says, I'm afraid you're not going to want me if you see the truth. Dark. And then fear. Love scares me because it scarred me. So your person is highly anxious. When it comes to connections, they are highly easily triggered, but your person also seems, with that 7 of Wands, that they are highly motivated to overcome their anxiety. So your person has so much anxiety, so much fear. I feel like that they get very triggered when they think about you. Think about you not liking them, thinking about what if it hurts them, thinking about what if it hurts other people, thinking about what if it creates negative consequences in their life, thinking about what if, worst case. Your persons, you've illuminated my thoughts and mind, so you actually have had very important conversations with your person where you have told them very important things. And that has led them to where they are now about trying to get a hold of their anxiety. I've envisioned marriage with you. So your person definitely sees you as a very serious person. And with that Emperor, that is a very serious committed energy. So I do feel like your person has definitely envisioned it, definitely thought about it. And then submit yourself to me. Yeah, that's that lust that they're trying to control. So they definitely feel like they are very attracted to you and have a lot of lust for you. But I also feel like they also want you to do what they say. So I feel like that your person might be in a space where they need to control things in order for them to feel safe. And so your person might be very much wanting to dominate the situation, especially with the Emperor and the King of Swords. So there is that. More thoughts that they have is, please know that I sincerely regret walking away and feeling nostalgic about our past and wishing we were together again. So if your person has left you and left this connection, which has led you to the feeling sad on your side that you see or wonder if they still love you, it seems like your person regrets walking away, but they walked away out of anxiety and out of panic. And it does seem like that, yeah, your person might have gotten triggered and then they may have ran. But it does seem like your person's feeling nostalgic. They want a connection with you. They want to come back in. They wish that they were with you. So they are feeling very, very nostalgic. And then I get, oh, wow. I imagine you naked and you make me want to do bad things. Yeah, your person feels a lot of lust for you. And then I also get August 15th as an important date, as well as the 8th of the month, January 5th, as well as the 15th of the month. So there is this. So yeah, or I would say even January, May, or August. So those are interesting. So yeah, your person is feeling so much sexual attraction to you. They feel so bad for leaving. They had so much anxiety. Their number one primary intention with you is the 3 of Cups. They intend on being able to relieve themselves of all of this heavy, heavy, heavy energy, all of this very difficult to handle and manage emotions. And It seems like they're intending to lighten things up so they can have fun with you, they can enjoy being with you, they can reclaim their happiness and their celebration and their joy again. They want to feel united with you, like these girls are holding hands. I feel like they want to feel connected to you. So there is this piece. As well as there may be a third-party situation, because Three of Cups can sometimes symbolize third party, and there's multiple women here, so maybe there is third-party energy for some of you watching. All right. Interesting how there's jellyfish on this card, because what's so interesting, right, is they're so beautiful, but if you get too close to a jellyfish, it can sting you. So they might be scared, like if I got too close to pile 3, I could get hurt, you know, so there is this piece. All right, for those of you who have picked this amethyst moon, your person's, there we go, your person's intentions. All right, their primary predominant emotions when they think of you is foolish, I've made a fool of myself, and guilty, riddled with guilt and shame. Yes, your person, I was feeling that message coming strongly, especially through the King of Swords card. So yes, your person is feeling foolish, they are feeling guilty, they're feeling shame, and they feel like they might have done something or said something, which now they're like, oh my God, I feel like such a horrible, bad person for having done so. So your person feels very bad and guilty and shame and foolish, and they feel embarrassed on a surface level, or they feel guilty or shame if it's on a more extreme level. So there is this. Their emotions for you, what they are thinking and feeling about you right now, is holding on to baggage. Your person is holding on to circumstances, situations, or emotional baggage, which is affecting you and this connection. It's like they can't put down this heavy pumpkin to open their hands to reach out for you. But it says, I want to grow old with you, and then I get barricading you out. So your person definitely, because of their guilt and shame, has strong boundaries, which go beyond boundaries. I feel like they are walls. I feel like your person is highly, highly rigid with the Emperor and the King of Swords. Extreme rigidity, extreme boundaries and walls. For some of you, you might even be blocked, or you might have had to block this person. But I feel like your person definitely wants to grow old with you. They see that they want you in their life forever, but they are also barricading you out, which is such a conflict. But they are barricading you out because of their guilt, shame, and embarrassment, and their emotional baggage. All right, your person, there is someone else, 3, and light. So your person might be trying to be a good person and be in their light energy instead of in their shadow energy. And because there might be a third person or a third party, and this could be work, it could be love, it could be kids, it could be family, it could be friends. It seems like you could be you're in a connection. It could be so many things, but it seems like they're trying to be in their light energy, and when they're in their shadow energy, it seems like it really like takes a toll on them and drags them down. I do get the number 3, so March might be important, or the number 3, or the 3rd of the month could be important here. So your person's trying to be and have integrity with this connection, and that's maybe why they have an extra strong conscience, and that might be why their guilt and shame is triggered easily. So there is that, and that would also be that 9 of Swords card that we saw. I'm also getting observing your social media to find information out about you. And sometimes I pick up the phone and think about calling and texting you, but then I change my mind. So they still are spying on you and need to know what's going on in your life and what you're doing, but also they initiate conversation and then they stop. So your person might have a lot of unsent messages or a lot of wanting to talk to you and then waits or holds themselves back because of their guilt and their shame and their anxiety and their panic. Their number 1 intentions of what they are intending to do with you the most is 2 of Cups. That's what you guys got. 2 of Cups. I get the 2 of Pearls. So the 2 of Cups, they most intend to have a relationship with you, which is so beautiful. So maybe your person's being inspired to let go of their emotional baggage, let go of or overcome their circumstances, so that will get rid of their guilt and their shame, so that they can, and embarrassment, and so that they can be able to be with you purely because they've envisioned growing old with you, and they're only blocking you out because of their baggage. And they intend to have a beautiful commitment with you and a relationship with you. So your person, I feel like, is going to do the inner work. So that is good. For those of you who have picked this, maybe Archangel Michael, Angel Aura, Crystal, your person, their predominant feelings and emotions that they feel when they think about you are sad. I'm just miserable and I'm really tired of pretending I'm not. and they're wearing a mask, a bag over their head to try to pretend that they're happy. But even this bag can't smile. It's very interesting. So yeah, your person's feeling very sad. And then trust. Do you trust me? So your person might feel sad if you don't trust them, or if they've lost your trust. Your person might know that you are sad and that makes them sad. Your person also might be having trust issues in their life and in this connection, in their psyche. And so your person is this. They might also trust that whatever they do is just going to create sadness or pain. So they might have a distortion in regards to themselves. So there is that. So trust and sad. So your person is wearing a mask and also trying to overcome trust issues. Your person is feeling, my home is wherever you are. Also thinking, I was not expecting to fall for you, and racing into you. So your person wants to come home to you. They want to race into you, and they were not expecting to feel this way for you. So I feel like your person wants to take action. This is definitely that your pile out of all three are the ones that are most likely going to be taking action. So there is this, especially more in the soon near future within these next 3 months, or at least they're intending to, or they're holding themselves back from, so it says, oh no, they're acting. Taking action to reconcile with you in the 3D and taking the time to learn my karmic lessons. So yeah, so your person actually is, out of all three piles, your person is the one that's going to be racing in the most. And yeah, so that's beautiful. So they're going to take action, especially with that Emperor, especially with all of that. So, and with the racing into you car. So that's very strong. So yeah, so your person is trying to learn their lessons, and they are trying to race into you and reconcile with you in the 3D. So your person's really trying to take action. So there is that. Your person is also feeling, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. And do you think about me too? So your person is not sure if you love them or have feelings for them, or if you're even thinking about them or thinking about them anymore. I'm getting January 9th. I'm getting September 1st. I'm feeling that your person is also very vulnerable to you, but trying not to show it. They're masking their vulnerability and their sadness. That's what the Emperor and the King of Swords does. And that makes sense. So your person is feeling under the mask, feeling deep down sad, and deep down masking it with being maybe cold or stoic, and also wanting to race into you and feeling sad. So there is that. Their primary, most number one intention your person is intending on doing, though, is Ace of Cups. That is so beautiful. So your person is intending on showing you and giving you romantic love, just like has been done in the past with the Ace of Cups card. So yes, I feel like out of all these, if you guys are all in separation, I would say this pile is the most likely to come out of separation, or the most likely to offer and give love. That is so beautiful. All right, now I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to cover in the extended. Okay guys, well, I have questions that I have pre-written down on here that the universe wants me to ask for you on your behalf, that I'm not even knowing what you'll get. But this is something that the universe needs for you to know in regards to your person that we'll cover in the extended. Ooh, what will they say to you in the next 3 months? I am loving this. So that is very beautiful. We're going to use some message cards to look at what will they say to you in the next 3 months. I'm also going to use the Ocean Tarot to be able to channel it for you as well. So that is very cool. So I'm going to mix some message cards with this. Also, I'm going to look into their feelings for you with the Chocolate Candy Kisses Sugar Rush of Love deck. I'm going to look at what have their late night thoughts been about you late last night. Also, more insight into what they're thinking and feeling with their mysterious heart. I have advice for you with the Cosmic Cat Oracle, which is beautiful. And then finally, as an optional piece, which I had started doing over the summer, and then I kind of stopped because I wasn't sure if you guys liked it. But because we are in Scorpio season, every video that I am filming for Scorpio season is going to have an 18+ deck. This is optional at the end of the reading. So if you guys would like to stay tuned for this, I will give you guys a heads up of when it's going to start, so you can choose if you want to keep watching or not. If you are curious about what their fantasies are for you, 18+ style, I have the Red Light Oracle Scorpio Spicy. So I'm going to give you guys a little Scorpio energy if you want it. So that is what I will be covering for you in the extended. If you guys are joining me now, feel free to go to the description box and scroll down. Your pile 3. You guys are the Midsummer Night's Dream Teapot. So I will see you guys there. And if you guys are not joining me, no worries. I will see you guys in the next video, in a private reading, in the comments, or in any of my archives. I'll see you guys later. Bye.